The explosions have been heard on the western edge of Kiev shortly after a 35-hour curfew came into force in response to increased frequency of Russian attacks on the capital. Moscow's artillery and warplanes continue to pound cities and towns across Ukraine. In the besieged port of Mariupol, local officials say around 400 patients and doctors are being held hostage in a hospital. About 20,000 civilians managed to escape the city today after several failed attempts to establish humanitarian corridors. One of those who escaped today, Svetlana, described how she survived.
We survived on absolutely nothing. The first days while the shops were open, we bought flour, whatever there was. Then they cut off the gas and the electricity and the heating, so people set up kitchens in the yards between the housing blocks. We all slept in our clothes, in our many layers on as we could put on.
Despite the continuing bombardment, the Prime Ministers of Poland, the Czech Republic and Slovenia have travelled to Kiev by train to meet the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. The three leaders said they wanted to show solidarity with the Ukrainian people. The Slovenian Prime Minister, Janez Janša, said that he would push for Ukraine to be granted EU membership candidate status.
Not only as a concrete step to support you, but also as a message to those who invaded Ukraine that you're part of our family and that our family is prepared to defend Ukraine. I think that currently the country which is defending the European values the most is Ukraine.
President Biden has signed a spending bill that includes more than $13 billion in security assistance to Ukraine. He'll travel to Europe next week to take part in an emergency NATO summit. Boris Johnson has said that Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates are key international partners in efforts to reduce dependence on Russian energy. The Prime Minister is tomorrow visiting the two countries, which are often criticised over their human rights records. Labour has accused Mr Johnson of going cap in hand from dictator to dictator. Police in Northern Ireland say they found 3 viable pipe bombs, part of an explosive device, and a timer power unit, following a security alert in Londonderry. The devices were discovered in undergrowth in a residential area. A number of homes were evacuated during the operation. Manchester United are out of the Champions League after they were beaten at home 1-0 by Atletico Madrid. It means they lost 2-1 on aggregate. Our reporter Vicky Sparks watched the game.
Atletico drew on all of their defensive prowess under Diego Simeone in the second half, frustrating United for long spells, with Oblak outstanding on the few occasions where he was seriously tested. In the end, it all fizzled out for United. Their European campaign is over. Their hope of a trophy this season is over. Will their season fizzle out as well?